really quickly, Michael. See how many transfers you can find. I see one on the entire roster, and she just brings them in. That's the way that she runs the program there. They come in as freshmen. They learn how to get it done. And
Alyssa Benson has been around for a while for Southeastern. She was the Week 1 Player of the Week, the setter for the Savage Storm. More on her in just a moment. The first serve of this contest will come from Taylor Lake. Again, Harding is in the white uniforms, the top seed in the Great American Conference Volleyball Tournament presented by Subway. And on the other side, it's the 8th seeded Southeastern Oklahoma State in those multicolored uniforms. Black being the primary color with that blue and gold as well, and Southeastern has the first point.
Yeah, Cavalcante, Corinne Cavalcante, one of 6 seniors on this Southeastern squad, able to get the ball going. That time, a little bit different result.
Cavalcante, Benson, Baker, Carter, Jamison, Benford, and Cosby for Southeastern. Meanwhile, it's Glossop, Smith, Hoon, Hardin, Nolan, Reeves, and Lake. Of course, that's 7 players mentioned from each side, only 6 on the floor as they sub in the ball at the very beginning.
Quick math with Michael Westbrook.
That's right. Executed to perfection that time, I might add. 1-1 here in the early going as we start to settle in. And the serve coming from Cavalcante. On the left side there, a hard swing from Nolan. Well played by Southeastern to get it back across. That's down and in for Harding.
Well, you know, and it really was. Jamison, a great job after Benson kept it alive. Jamison gets it over the net. Southeastern trying to get back into position on defense, and just that open spot there in the middle.
Serve from Nolan. Set Hardin. A dig from the back row, Cavalcante.
I think that went off Baker's head.
I think you're right. Trevino made an effort at it. Bianca Trevino off of her right arm. And Southeastern leads 2-3 here in the early going. Glossop setting Hardin in the middle. Hardin right back. Much for Julia Benford to be a key player for Southeastern along the middle. That one is out. Missed it wide, and it's 3-3. Serve will come from Hardin. She's looking towards Coach Fear to decide where this serve will be played to. Dig by Southeastern. And this time, wow, that's one way to get a dig.
That's self-defense. Well, Harding right now has Southeastern back on its heels. And Clayton again. Erica Costain trying to keep things going for Southeastern, but that hit by Benford sent long.
That was a long point right there.
It really was.
Early on, maybe the winner of those carries some momentum.
And
too much from Abby Jamison.
Well, you're going to see strength from Southeastern. Really will attack the net. Jamison, as well as both Benford and Baker.
So Hardin to serve again. Gets it to Costain. There's Benson for a moment. A lot of play at the net there. Sarah Smith across. From the back row, Nolan right back to him. Smith again, a dig from the back. And Cavalcante. Big windup from Jamison. And she was in the net.
Was in the net. They're gonna get Smith on that one, the senior, and you're right. I like the defense from Benford right off the bat. She's going up solo.
You see Emily Clayton, who just checked into the contest, right there. Hits it long. She's got that left leg all wrapped up.
Clayton's already had 4 attacks. That one goes a little bit long. And a great serve from Cavalcante. Or excuse me, Jamison.
Jamison with a service ace. Ended the regular season with 22. Southeastern has a lead in the early going, 6-5. And now it's tied up at 6 again. Good effort from Cavalcante, but couldn't come down to make a play on that one. A lot of strength on the swing on the attack. Abigail Glossop to serve. Stop at the net, back on the Harding side. We see the libero, Taylor Lake. Glossop across the court to Clayton. And another violation this time that's going to give the point to Harding.
I'll tell you what, it's like Clayton came out with a quota. She has to attack from that left side, and she is sending it across.
Goes to the libero, Caitlin Cosby, and now Costain. Glossop setting Smith, and that one is out. Harding is saying it was deflected. And we've got the first challenge issued here. Talked about it a lot during our first 2 matches, but it's the first opportunity to bring it up here. The new challenge system in place for tournament play, the challenge review. Each coach is allowed 3 opportunities throughout the match to challenge a play, but there are only certain things that they are allowed to challenge, a net fault being one of them, an antenna call or a line call or a touch call, which is the case here. That's the challenge taking place right now, and so Coach Meredith Fear challenging whether or not the blocker, Julia Benford, touched that one prior to it going out. We've seen some close ones today already. This is going to be another one. Strong swing from Sarah Smith. From that angle right there, it looks like it went right in between the hands. But I don't know, this might show us something a little bit more.
Well, we have the different camera angles, and that's tough to see from this angle if it touched Benford or not. Might be from...
Well, I said earlier I wasn't going to make a call, but I thought that one went just straight through her hands.
It doesn't look like her hands move any at all with the momentum of the ball coming through, taking a finger back or bending the wrist at all.
That's going to give you a good look at it right here.
I think so. And I think if anything else, well, that looked like it went right through.
That's 3 points. It was good.
Maybe, if anything, it grazed a thumb, but I would say inconclusive.
All right, so the call is going to stand there.
And the official did use the word inconclusive, so inconclusive evidence. And so far, Michael, on the challenges here in the tournament, coaches are 0 for 4.
Sure, yep. Yeah, again, to me, my opinion, doesn't matter a lot, but it looked like it just went right through her hands. So we're tied at 7.
I think it says, and it does make a statement to the officiating as well. They seem to be doing their jobs well.
Absolutely. Cavalcante on the serve there that time, and Southeastern leading 8-7 against the top-seeded Harding Lady Bisons.
I have to wonder if something like this wears at a team too. I mean, you know, you've got Zoe Harding, whose numbers really speak for themselves as the way she's played this year and her kills and what she's done on defense. And think about the game plan right now. As Clayton's going to take a seat, she comes out. What she's doing on that outside is just going at the defense over and over and over again. And I think in time it starts to wear that defense down.
Abby Jamison there on the attack a moment ago. Just hit it too long. This time Southeastern is able to get this one inside the lines for the point. Southeastern holding on to that 1-point lead, 9-8. Now Julia Benford to serve, and it goes to Taylor Lake. Diving effort by two Savage Storm players, Benford along with Jamison, neither one coming up with it. We're tied at 9. Benford will go out for just a moment.
Went off Baker's hand. Looked like Benford might have had an opportunity there, but Baker redirected it. And that one goes long.
It was a hard swing, though, that's for sure, from Cavalcante. Well, actually, Joey, they say it was deflected out.
Okay.
It's a point for the Savage Storm. So that gives them an advantage at 10-9. Try to set Zoe Harding. And a good dig from Cosby. Now Cavalcante over the blockers. Who's going to come up with that one? A little miscommunication there for Harding for a moment. Now Baker. Ariana Baker on the attack and the kill.
Lots of effort that time, but I could have let that one go. Southeastern with an early lead. And, you know, we saw this in our previous match.
Yeah, we sure did. The 2-seed Ouachita and the 7-seed Arkansas Monticello had to go to 5 sets. Ouachita was able to win 15-13. Well, that one was out, but the line judge says that it was deflected out, and so that's going to give Southeastern another point. They lead by 3, much to the dismay of the 6 players on the floor for Harding.
Exactly, because Lake and the rest of them said, I didn't touch it. Did you touch it? I didn't touch it.
That one misplayed. Harding out of order right now. Able to send it across on the third hit. Benson, cross-court set. Cavalcante through the block and down for the point. This is a 4-point Southeastern lead, and Harding wants a timeout. 13-9, Southeastern leads Harding. We're back in just a moment here on the GAC Sports Network. Well, the Southeastern Savage Storm leading by 4, 13-9 against Harding. This is the 8th seed. Registered 6 conference wins to go along with 10 losses. Under third-year head coach Brianna Berry. She was a 4-year starter at Florida State. Another one of these coaches in the conference with an incredible resume. Building a program over the last several seasons. Just to stay in this one right now, it has to give her team some confidence.
I think so, and you look at the statistics and find out they're getting their good defense right now. Harding is still attacking, and there's another one of the attacks, and they get the point this time. Southeastern prior to that, and right now with 14 digs, there's Coach Berry.
And that was Emma Reeves off the right side a moment ago for Harding, putting them in double figures at 10. Hustle play from Harding, but not able to make anything happen out of that one. So again, back to a 4-point advantage for the Savage Storm. We have a sub here. Erica Costain is back in. Christy Carter will take a seat. Cavalcante will serve.
Yeah, that was Baker with the kill, and Benson with the set, the assist. By the way, 2 of the league's top 4 assist leaders in the conference out here on the court today. As you see, Benson, she's 4th in the league in assists for Southeastern. And for Harding, Abigail Glossop. Comparable numbers. Really the only difference is the fact that Harding's played a lot less sets.
Costain is blocked at the net. Abigail Glossop and Zoe Harding.
Benson, one of 4 players in the conference coming into the tournament, having registered more than 1,000 assists. She had 1088 coming in.
She's been a great player for Southeastern the last several seasons.
She's going to get another one there.
Her team's out to a 16-11 lead on what's been a slow start for Harding so far.
2 or 3 years ago, Michael, I might be surprised at this score in the early going. Not right now. Not the way the conference has really done well. And actually, I like the way that Coach Fierce said it coming into the season. This is a team in Harding that won the conference championship, and we'll talk about that a little bit more after this break. Timeout for Southeastern.
Yeah, Southeastern leading by 4, but wanting to slow things down just a bit. It was 3-0 in the regular season for Harding. This will give you a chance to conclude your point here, Joey.
The point being that, Harding got to share the conference crown, got the top seed in the tournament. Now, this is a team that last season finished 5th, and in the preseason poll was picked to finish 5th once again this season. Now, part of the reason that Harding did get that 5th place finish last year was a young group, a young Harding team for Coach Veer. But she was making the statement about the conference and the quality of competition in the conference in the preseason, and say, you know what, it's nice to see that any team can do well, any team can play well. There are 5 or 6 or 7 teams that can play well. Now, that's not good if you're used to being in the top 2.
Right.
Which Harding has been used to being up near the top, and she smiled about it. I mean, it was in good humor, but they've, even that having been said, with all these teams that are capable of winning, Harding's found a way to get back.
And one of the teams that's added to the increase in competition is Southern Nazarene and Coach Kevin Ingram, who you see on the screen right now. His team has always been good, but in the last couple of years, they've now been eligible for postseason play. And there he is with Danny Prescott, the head coach of Ouachita. Those two gentlemen, fine coaches, just carrying on a casual conversation about maybe the semifinals. I don't know.
Well, they're going to be on opposite sides tomorrow.
16-12 out of the timeout. Southeastern with the lead, and they'll add one more to it as Bianca Trevino collided with her teammate. Neither one of them able to come up with it. 17-12 as we see this again.
And again, a nice skill by Benford.
Benson sets Benford, tried to push it to the back row. Glossop setting Smith in the middle. Now Benson again will push it over. 5-point Southeastern lead. Clayton out of position there, but she's going to get the point. Outside of the end, yeah. I think Benson's, I don't know if she's shaking her head to say, no, that's not what happened, or maybe, no, I'll do better next time. I don't know.
Got it over,
and
off the antenna and in. Basketball season's gotten underway in the GAC and gets underway tonight, as a matter of fact, in conference play, but you can't call the bank shot in volleyball.
Yeah, the women's game's probably nearing halftime at this point. Most of them, a 5:30 start. All of them, in fact. Smith cross court to Clayton.
Double hit.
Okay. Well, this is a 5-point lead for Southeastern. Cavalcante back in to serve, will replace Costain.
The biggest thing, Michael, for these teams at this point, really, with the improvement top to bottom in the conference, is simply to get into the postseason.
Right. Benson will set Benford.
She's going to be in the, it was a double hit. No, I think she was in the net. No, I take that back. Double hit's the call, but Benson plays so close to the net anyway. She's good for at least 2 of those calls for a match anyway around. The reason I say that, how important is it to get here? Southeastern, the 8th seed, a 4-point lead right here in set 1.
Good play by Glossop. Put the press row back in order, please, Joey.
Yeah. Took out the tables where we are.
You were saying?
Well, you have to get here. And the simple fact of the matter is this: Southeastern's found a way to get here this year, found a way to get here last year, but the route that the Savage Storm has taken to get to the tournament won't apply next year. As we look at the replay right here, we'll get to that point in just a moment.
Cavalcante down the line and past a diving Harding player, making it 19-14, and a service error gives a point right back to Harding.
And Michael, here's why it won't work. Southeastern finished 9th in the standings this year, finished 9th in the standings last year, but was able to get in as the number 8 seed because Oklahoma Baptist still in the transitional years, and they're going to make it through. I don't think it's out of line at all to say I don't see how Oklahoma Baptist doesn't finish strong in this 3rd year of transition, make it into officially an active member in Division II starting next season, which means that the Lady Bison are going to be a part of this playoff if they continue playing the way they do. And they finished, tied for 3rd place this year, would have been the number 3 seed.
Their history would say they're going to finish somewhere in that top 4, 5, and be right here in the mix. So you're right.
Which means for Southeastern, not, that it's not a program that's growing and doing well under Coach Berry. It means it's going to have to take that next step up in order to get to the postseason. You can't get in as the number 9 seed next year. or the number 9 team.
That's right. Makes it even harder for those at the bottom as well, below 8. Harding with the point. Emma Reeves making it 20-17. Well, you know, when they played each other during the regular season, it was in Searcy. That's a tough place to play. And the first set was very close. Harding 25-22, and then Harding woke up. They ran away with the next 2 sets. I'm not saying this first set is over yet, but how will Harding react in the next sets is going to be key if Southeastern can finish this one off. They're 4 points away, up 21-17.
And a great job by Jamison to get up right in the middle of the court, just redirect it.
Cavalcante to Poon, and now this is going to be from the left side, Nolan. Benson sets in the middle, diving effort, no. Southeastern with another point.
And you're going to see that from Baker and from Benson to Baker often on the quick set. Benson can set all places, but that quick set, look for that to go to Baker often.
Glossop maybe out of position on that one. Benson has it to Cosby. Chance for Southeastern. Benson will set. Jamison down for the point. Off of the block. 23-17. Southeastern with the lead in set 1 against the top seed in the conference who had only 4 losses. A strong swing. That one never made it over the net. 4 hits for Harding. It's set point at 24-17 for the Savage Storm. And Cavalcante will be the server. Serve to the back row. Glossop steps in to set. Cavalcante the dig. And it's going to be 4 hits as well for Southeastern, making it 24-18. Second set point, Harding serving, Alex Nolan. Well, I'm surprised. I'll say it.
No.
Paul Smith, the third member of our crew, will have an interview with one of the Ouachita players at the end of this set. Please stay tuned for that. Still set point for Southeastern. Glossop sets Harding. Dig by Cavalcante. And it's an important one. Costain on the attack. She has the point. Southeastern 25. Harding 18 in the first set. Got to win 3, but it's still a very important first set for